Commissioner Bushy?
Here.
Commissioner Meyer?
Here.
Commissioner Hancher?
Here.
Commissioner Giroux?
Affirmative.
Commissioner Brian Schneider?
Here.
Commissioner Kathleen Schneider?
Here.
Commissioner Nurbin?
Ooh, here.
Commissioner Worth?
Aye. All present and accounted for. The first item on our agenda is the approval of the May 14 minutes.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It passes. Resolution 3627, authorizing the city to file the compliance maintenance report with the DNR. Is there a motion? Or any, we'll start with, is there a motion?
Move approval.
Second.
Any discussion or questions for staff? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Resolution 3628, approving the purchase of 2 replacement trucks and related components from Ewald Automotive Group for a total estimated cost of $74,672. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Mr. Meyer.
I noticed that you've got there are two 2500s that you're replacing one with a mid-size truck. You have no need for two 2500s anymore for that, dear?
No, they're mainly our superintendent trucks, and so while there are some instances where the four-wheel drive is, certainly warranted, especially as we're checking stations, they both felt that the need for the bigger truck was not for the one replacement.
So that leads to the question then, do you need to have a 2500 then for the other one? If it's just...
One of them is a work truck. The other one is a superintendent truck.
Okay. And the other question is that, is there a reason why, and when I take a look at all the vehicles that not only sewer has, but Public Works has, the fact that there's such a mixture of Fords, Chevys, and is there any reason why?
For procurement
Doesn't make
policy.
a difference which one you go to, but I mean, any reason why it's back and forth with that? Is that just a price issue, or is that?
Mainly, we haven't necessarily been brand specific, although you might see some more of that in like kind trucks moving forward if we've got similar sizes. Obviously, as we stock parts and things like that, it can be more efficient to have it, but at this point, at the frequency that we get to replace trucks, it's mostly on a case-by-case basis, and then otherwise for following the procurement policy.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're stocking parts for some things that, and having to stock for different brands is a little more expensive than sticking with one for it, but, okay.
Any other questions or comments? Alderman Nurbin?
I just had a question about the amount written in the
Yes, I can answer.
Summary. Is it off a little bit? It looks like there might be a typo.
I don't think it is off. We went back to look. The actual proposal that is printed in the packet included a plow that we were able to find elsewhere for less money. So we subtracted that out of the truck purchase price, but then added it back into the additives at the lower price that we were able to get elsewhere.
Okay, I think my question was maybe this is the same thing. The F-250, the purchase price was listed as $37,177 on
Which
their invoice, but
included a plow. So you take out $7,000 for the plow.
So the 250 is actually cheaper than the mid-size then.
Yeah, the
if that's
report
accurate.
itself, sorry, I'm trying to get to that page.
Which gets back to Dale's question, if it's really that cheap.
The
The F-250 with the diesel is cheaper than the.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
report
Chevy.
itself lists the truck price at the $30,771, which is what we're actually buying because we're not putting the plow on. We're putting the plow on ourselves after market. And so that's what's included in the $12,500 that we're requesting authorization to spend, but it's not included in the truck price.
It's a fantastic deal on the 250. I might need to see if I can buy one through you.
It's municipal pricing, but good
I
luck.
know. I work for the city.
It's true.
Not
It's your
that
real
much.
job?
Any other questions or comments?
One other one.
Yes.
I'm noticing in the pricing breakdown, and it has a customer discount, but it doesn't break down your fleet incentives. And I know that there's a difference in between your discount and your fleet incentives, and everybody has municipal fleet incentives. And I know that it's a bid from Ewald, which is the state of Wisconsin one. Did we get any other ones?
No, at this point, for these two, we elected to purchase through the state program instead of going out for shopping through the dealers ourselves.
Because they're not required to sell at a certain number. I mean, they get a certain discount because of the fact they are the state for the municipal one. It would be nice next in the future to ask them when they're doing their breakdown, what is their discount and what is the fleet incentive that's being applied to it?
We can do that. Well, we can try to do.
You can ask, they might not answer.
Right, is my point. We also asked them to take the plow out of the quote to make that simpler, and we didn't get it, so.
Are you concerned about the dollar amount?
Well, here, and when a municipal bid comes in, there's a certain way of doing it, and everybody can bid on municipal bids. It's just not Ewald, it's just not whoever has municipal bid. It is open for everybody. Not manufacturers, but certain dealerships apply for the municipal, and they get a special discount from them, but they don't have to pass everything on to the municipalities on it, the discounted amount. So it's still a negotiated price, kind of like it is with any other dealership that you go to. So you got that discounted price, and then you have a flat fleet number that General Motors or Ford gives you that could be 3,000, 4,000, whatever it is, fleet dollars that you get for them. In this instance, in a Colorado, I didn't look it up. I could have, I should have probably. But it could be 1,000, 1,500, or $2,000 that you get for that, just that fleet incentive from General Motors itself for being a municipality. And then there's that discount. So when we do ours, and we have that separated out. So there's nothing separated inside her to tell you that this is a discount, and this is what everybody gets as being a fleet customer. So it's kind of important to do that, to get that, and to make sure that they're appropriating the right, giving you the proper discounts, or us the proper discounts.
Is this something that needs to be approved tonight? Is it something you're recommending that we hold over for a month, or is it something for future?
Are you ordering these, or are you ordering these new, or are they?
Yes.
Okay.
So we do have a motion and a second. Is there anything else anybody wants to ask or do?
I mean, I could check fleet discounts for it. I mean, if we could, I don't know if we can.
I don't know, but at that point, we could go back to dealerships too. We were under the understanding that buying through the state contract otherwise satisfied our requirements so that we could move forward. But we too could go through a different bidding process if we didn't think we were getting the full extent of discounts.
I mean, we can't bid, but I mean,
Right.
But I mean, we can check pricing. I mean, on the stuff. I mean, I think we can approve this subject to whatever in a week or
Are you
something.
making a recommendation, an amendment? What are
think
you
I am.
suggesting?
We can approve this contingent upon price checking, I guess we can say that.
Is that a friendly amendment to the motion that's made?
I just want to clarify what Alderman Meyer's saying. Are you saying that you wanted to go out for bids to other dealerships?
No, I've got an app, just to make sure that, what I'm seeing inside here is just a discount, okay? And I just want to make sure that, and I'm sure that what they did here was that they have discount and fleet incentives combined in there.
So you just want the question answered, which is?
Yeah. And I mean, I'd just like to,
What happens if they say, no, we just gave you the discount?
well, they just gave you the fleet inside of it?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, are we asking staff to just get us some information, or are we asking staff to
Well,
do
then
something?
if for some reason that we're only, let's put it this way, if it's only like a discount, or if it's just, the majority of it is just fleet, send it back out for bidding.
So that's the motion, the amendment that you're offering to the motion.
Correct.
Is there a second to that amendment?
Can you repeat that, just so I can?
Verification of discount and approval upon verification of discount and fleet incentive. I don't know how to say that, if not,
With the understanding that if the discount amount shown on the proposal is consistent of majority of the fleet incentive, that the staff would otherwise go out to bid from other dealers.
what he said.
All right, I still don't understand, so I'll give it to Brian when we get back, so.
So we're gonna check on pricing.
First of all,
and
is
make
there a
sure-
second?
I'll second it.
Okay. We at least, so we have a motion and a second on an amendment. Please call the roll on the amendment.
Commissioner Strelchek,
Aye.
Commissioner Bushy,
Aye.
Commissioner Meyer,
Aye.
Commissioner Hancher,
Aye.
Commissioner Giral,
Aye.
Commissioner Brian Schneider,
Aye.
Commissioner Kathleen Schneider,
Aye.
Commissioner Nerben,
Affirmative.
Commissioner Worth.
Aye. So the amendment passes. Now on the underlying motion, is there any other discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Commissioner Bushy,
Aye.
Commissioner Meyer,
Aye.
Commissioner Hancher,
Aye.
Commissioner Giral,
Aye.
Commissioner Brian Schneider,
Aye.
Commissioner Kathleen Schneider,
Aye.
Commissioner Nerben,
Aye.
Commissioner Worth,
Yes.
Commissioner Strelchek.
Aye.
All right, the next item is Resolution 3629. It's to award a contract for design and study to rehabilitate the Mequon Thiensville Sanitary Interceptor Sewer. The contract with the amount of $14,680, and it's for the area south of, oops, I forgot. South of Sheridan Road to County Line, is that correct?
Sherwood.
Drive, Sherwood, excuse me. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Commissioner Strelchek,
Aye.
Commissioner Bushy,
Aye.
Commissioner Meyer,
Aye.
Commissioner Hancher,
Aye.
Commissioner Giral,
Aye.
Commissioner Brian Schneider,
Aye.
Commissioner Kathleen Schneider,
Aye.
Commissioner Nerben,
Aye.
Commissioner Worth.
Aye. Ayes have it. There's only one more motion to make.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
See you next month. It's been a nice meeting. Oh, we still have more to do, don't we?